Yo, what's up, guys? Before we start the review, I had something wrong. I said that I recognized Vatos, or Fastos, or whatever his name is, but I I recognize Gilgamesh. And Fastos has the coolest powers, the kind of um, taking machines apart and then creating and all that shit. It's kind of cool, but still, movie. But go watch the movie yourself. I'll see you guys now for the review. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not Doc Lotus on the Confused, and I watched Eternals. Um, yeah. The movie was not really it. There were some cool aspects in this movie. I have to say that there were some cool things in this, and definitely one had kind of a cool power. Um, but this movie was just not for me. And at the end credit, they said the Eternals will return. But when I looked up Eternals 2 and then a couple from the things, and I saw something from for August 2024 um, about that it was not really for Kevin Feige or something like that. That it was not really in the plans to make Eternals 2. Um, so I don't know if it's cancelled or that part 2 is cancelled or not, but we'll see if it will come out or not. Um, that said, I'm gonna put this. That said, let's just start with the movie. We see first, we got first a bit of a background who or what the Eternals are. They are kind of people that came from Olympia, um, which we learned later that was not true. Um, but then we see the sun, we see kind of a close up of the sun, but we don't see the sun fully in the screen. We see just, like this, and then we see something flat, just something flat. We see fly by, and um, then we see some gold yellow strings go into a kind of a sphere orb, something, um, and that orb flies down from a statue where 10 people are around sitting. Uh, it, the orb flies into somebody's, in one of them's chest, which is Ajak. She's got Ajak. Uh, then she says it is time, so they all, they all take a distance for the statue and go to a wall, to a certain spot. They go with the back to the wall, and those gold yellow strings come again from the wall and make a kind of a suit something for them. Uh, what? Well, we're gonna leave that because if you don't know, it's gonna be next. Watch the movie yourself. Like I said, this movie was just not it. They had some cool kind of ancient names like Icarus, Cersei, Fina, Gilgamesh, you know, that I liked, you know, I kind of like those names, you know, just very, very old names. Um, and obviously some are known with some ancient beings, you know, such as some gods or whatever. Um, yeah, something didn't sit right with me um, when when I saw Fina. I thought, who is that? Is that Angelina Jolie? Until I looked it up. Yes, it's her, but her face stuck out as a sore thumb. You know, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was her fake ass lips, or it was just her bad acting. But she just stuck out like a sore thumb. Um, I don't know. Um, I did like the Deviants. There was all kind of cool creatures. Uh, the way that they evolved after they tapped some powers from the Eternals, and then one of them gave it to four others. So it was kind of like just like Apocalypse, and the Four Horsemen, which was kind of cool to see. Vetus, or Festus, whatever his name is, I think I've seen him before. I definitely have seen him before. But I don't know in which movie. It maybe is a small role, but we're definitely gonna check out more movies with him in it, because he plays some. When I looked up the movies that he played in, the Korean movies, but he played some nice action movies. So we're definitely gonna look more into those movies also, where he played in, and um, bring some South Korean movies to the channel. Overall, this movie was just meh. You know, Icarus was kind of a Superman ripoff. Basically, yeah. But without all the other powers except for flying and the laser eyes. I haven't seen The Boys the series yet, but it also kind of reminded me of what's the blondie called? Yeah. Uh, I don't even know his name because I haven't seen the show yet. I want to see the show, but I want to watch it after it's finished. Homelander. I think it's him. Yes. He kind of remind me of Homelander. I don't know why, but he just does. But like I said, this movie was just meh and didn't really do it for me. I also sat on my phone, I was on my phone, also for just a bit of the movie near the end. So I was kind of bored then, So yeah, I'll give this movie a high to low 3. It's just not for me. This movie, it just. But I am kind of curious to the sequel, to Eternals 2, because sometimes the sequels are better than the original movies. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes you have some sequels that are just better than the original. So hopefully hopefully Eternals 2 comes out and we get a bit more of the Celestials also. We get a bit more to see of the Celestial. But I can leave it at that. Don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good hero, villain, anti-hero, anti-villain movie that's not related to Marvel or DC, down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and come join the Discord. And see you guys tomorrow for what is gonna be tomorrow actually? Spider-Man No Way Home. Ooh, Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Spider-Man. Bye.